my god
of war. And welcome everybody, welcome to the show. This is viewers' comments, so I'm literally going over all your guys' comments that you leave me all the time, in no particular order, so let's jump right into it.
Hey Shane, do you think you could cover the Japanese mythology like you did with the Egyptian mythology?
Hey Gunboy Maximum, thank you so much for writing in. That is a friggin' fantastic idea. I love that idea. I like the idea that Kratos can basically go wherever they want after this. More than likely it's going to be Egypt, but absolutely he could definitely go to Japanese mythology as well, or even in the same game. Yeah. So yeah, let me set a reminder for myself. I love the idea. You'll probably guys see that in the future.
To be honest, the second I heard about new director approach, I was skeptic and worried, but your video was somewhat assuring. I hope the game will win the Game of the Year again.
So Uncharted right here is actually referring to my video where I actually discussed Eric Williams, the new director of God of War Ragnarok, and how many people were just turned off by the idea. And so what I did, I went over that pretty much every single game besides God of War 2 and God of War 2018 had a different director. The only one that has been back, God of War 2, God of War 2018, is Cory Barlog himself. Kind of just going over that Eric has basically been here from the beginning, and there's really nothing to worry about, guys. God of War Ragnarok is going to be amazing. If you don't believe me, check out that video. I'll leave a card here, I guess. Yeah.
I can't imagine Kratos dying too. Well, anyone not in a straight-up one-on-one fight anyway. He fought too many battles and killed too many insanely powerful beings from gods to titans to be killed like that. My theory is that if he does die, it's either because someone else interferes with the fight, like Odin for example, or Kratos dies defending Atreus from someone, probably Thor, and gives him his life to save Atreus. Which is what I think most likely, because they kind of hinted at it in the last game after you kill Baldur. Atreus is confused why'd she go so far, like allowing Baldur to kill her. For someone like Baldur and Kratos say only a parent can understand. When Atreus asks if Kratos would die for him, Kratos says, if it means you would live, yes. Which is why I'm assuming that's how Kratos dies, sacrificing his life to save Atreus, not just some normal fight.
What's going on, Crow? That's actually an amazing theory that I have actually never thought about before and could very well happen in God of War Ragnarok. What he's kind of going over is I do have a theory that Kratos might die in the next game. Yeah, I know. But Kratos has also died before several times. I don't know why this is a big deal. So he very well might die in the next game. He very well might not. It's not new for the God of War series. It's done several times. Just watch one of my several videos where I go over this. And yes, I can actually see Kratos kind of sacrificing himself for Atreus. This absolutely could be a part of this situation. Absolutely. I can totally agree with that. But unfortunately, we just gotta wait till November comes around. Worst part.
I'd be down for non-God of War content, but while on the subject of gameplay, it would be super cool if you could do episodes or parts for God of War Ragnarok when it releases. Doing a live stream may be risky for spoilers in the chat, but I think just recording your reactions and make them into a part 1, 2, etc. would be awesome. If that's not your thing, totally understandable though.
Dude, what is good, Kingdo Productions? He's been around since basically the beginning of the channel, dude. Thank you so much for writing in. Yeah, so when it comes to the God of War Ragnarok gameplay, I do plan on doing gameplay, but probably not live stream, just as Kingdo Production pointed out. There could be some spoilers in the chat, and I kind of don't want that to happen when God of War Ragnarok comes out. I really am not even going to be going on YouTube, or at least searching videos, for that much longer, because I don't want the game spoiled for me. There will be 40 some odd hours of the game, though, or something like that for God of War Ragnarok. So they might be spoiling main story stuff, but there's still going to be a ton of stuff to explore within this game. So how much are they really spoiling? I'm not entirely sure, but I don't want any of it spoiled. So I'll probably be doing parts pre-recorded.
I would love to see Kratos in Christianity Pantheon. Who doesn't want to see Kratos fight the 7 Princes of Hell?
So a while back, it was confirmed that Christianity is in God of War. This is a thing that the directors have confirmed. And I did a video about it that got kind of mixed reviews about it. Yes, I can understand how it can kind of be kind of offensive against other people's religions, and Christianity being a huge religion in the entire world. I kind of get it. I do. But what you also have to understand that many mythologies from around the world, especially kind of coming from Greece and like Norse, those are still religions today. A lot less people are complaining about that, but going back to the 7 Princes of Hell, yeah, let's friggin' do it.
My hype is through the roof to be able to use Mjolnir. Do not disappoint us, Santa Monica.
Cosmic Legend, what's up, dude? Another guy that's been basically here the entire time on my channel. What's up? How you doing, buddy? So the big thing about this new coming game, are we going to use Mjolnir? Many people think that we're not going to use it because it works too much like the Leviathan Axe. Yes, it will have certain capabilities, but many believe that Kratos will actually pass on the axe to Atreus, especially since he does have that ring on the back of his armor, which could very well be where he'll put the axe. And it's kind of poetic in kind of a way. Faye, his mother, gave the axe to pass on to the next generation, which is Atreus, which is really nice, but I don't think there's going to be God of War Ragnarok without being able to use Mjolnir, especially since there's a million theories out there, and if you look at the replica that's released in the Jotnar and Collector's Editions, there's actually spots to put runes and talismans, so there is a very big chance that we're going to see Mjolnir in God of War Ragnarok.
Great video. I'd definitely like to get Thor's hammer, but I'd really like to get an Egyptian weapon next, because not only would it be unexpected because we're in the Norse realm, but it could also be confirmation that we're going to go to Egypt next.
Hey, Robert Keane, thanks for writing in, and yeah, I'm totally down for an Egyptian weapon in God of War Ragnarok. There was a little bit of a teaser in God of War 2018, right before Atreus got the mistletoe arrows. You see Sindri pulling out a bunch of random stuff, and one of the things he actually pulls out is, oh god, I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like a sickle, knife, or sword or something like that. It's kind of like hinting towards Egypt because they use them very historically in that area. So maybe we'll use something like that in the future, but you never know.
I think that we'll see Baldur in Helheim, and might be a mini-boss before we get to Hel herself.
Ivan Hunter, what's up, dude? Another long-time subscriber of the channel. Yeah, I'm totally down for Baldur being kind of like a mini-boss at the beginning of the Helheim realm, because all the realms are going to be open in God of War Ragnarok, and we actually don't know where Baldur ended up after he died. Yes, in Norse myth, he did go to Helheim, or just Hell, whatever. But in God of War Ragnarok, this might not be the case. Yes, right before he died, he did fight a glorious battle with Kratos, but at the end of it, he also tried to kill his mother. So this could go either way. I'm perfectly okay with him ending up in Helheim, or maybe even in Valhalla. However it might work, I'm totally down with another Baldur boss fight.
Yo, I knew it. Something was telling me that this bee has it in her house. I had a feeling that she did it, especially when Kratos killed her son. Definitely she's going to get her wings back and try to kill Kratos and his son. I felt it in my bones, and she had her wings the whole entire time. Is she acting stupid, or does she not know that they are in her house? Questions left unanswered.
Hey Eric, what's up, dude? Thank you for the comment. Thank you for the question. Just kind of throw a few more periods in there to make it a little easier to read for me, but you also know I wasn't doing this, so yeah, whatever. So he's kind of referencing the wings that I did find, and many of us found in Freya's house, like kind of like right hidden in the corner there. I do believe these are her Valkyrie Wings. Many say that it is her cape that allows her to turn into a falcon. But we do not see her wearing this at the end of God of War 2018, where she does fly in the shape of a falcon. So I don't think this is it. I think these are actually her wings within her house. One of two reasons why. One, it's kind of like a reminder of what happened to her and keeps her kind of going, kind of like a vengeance kind of a thing. Might be something with that right there. But there's also the idea that maybe she doesn't even see them, and Odin is putting out a little extra magic her way. Maybe it's kind of like his kind of cherry on top, like, ooh, look what I did to you kind of a thing. It could be either way, but we just have to wait for God of War Ragnarok to come out just to find out this answer.
I think that the dwarves have found a way to traverse the realms, and they will teach us that way. On the map in the Jotnar, it said in runes that the dwarves found a way to go to different realms to increase their knowledge.
So absolutely, we do find that the dwarves can travel between realms pretty much at will. Sindri shows us this during God of War 2018, I believe right before we fight Magni and Modi. I do believe that they will teach us this kind of realm between realm travel, so we don't have to jump off Yggdrasil every time, kind of like we did at the end of God of War 2018. And make it travel a little bit easier, especially since we have so many more realms to travel to. Yes, we do have the fast travel when we get to the realms, but this also doesn't explain how we're getting to the realms to begin with. So this very well might be the case.
What's the realm that you are excited to see? Mine is Asgard.
Mr. GM, what's up, dude? Another long-time subscriber and fan of the show. So Asgard, yep, I'm completely happy to see Asgard. I'm really excited to see basically all the realms. What I'm really excited for is Vanaheim. I really want to see Vanaheim and explore that quite a bit. I think most people are going towards like Asgard and Svartalheim, just for instance, but I really want to see Vanaheim. Another one I really want to see, and we kind of do see Sony Santa Monica kind of hinting towards this, is kind of like an underwater kind of a thing. I had a feeling we would go there, especially since they reference Aegir, the ruler of the sea, the Jotun of the sea, who rules beside his queen, Ron, who also personifies death at sea and Queen of the Sea as well. I kind of want to see the cool stuff they're hidden underneath the waves. We kind of see this in kind of the trailer that they just released. We see this big ass jellyfish looking thing, and this thing that looks kind of like a mermaid that might not be a mermaid. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to see those big two underneath the waves, and also Vanaheim in my top two.
There's also a talisman called Aegir's Protection.
Well, kind of going back to my last statement about Aegir, God of Sea and everything, I actually did not know that they had a talisman called Aegir's Protection, and I did not know that. I did not fact check this at all, but if this is true, this is just another sign that we might go underneath the sea, but we also have that trailer. Yeah.
Woo! Good sharing. Take care.
You too, buddy.
Atreus won't be Fenrir because Fenrir is his son, plus in the new CGI trailer we saw Fenrir looking at Kratos and Atreus, so it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, I had a ton of theories that state that Atreus is Fenrir. Before all the trailers came out, it made complete sense to me. One of the first questions that he asked Kratos when he found out that he was a god, if he could turn into an animal. And a little further down the boat ride, he literally asked if he could turn into a wolf. Also, during the beginning and throughout much of the game, Atreus is wearing wolf pelts, which doesn't really mean anything. You gotta keep warm, but there's no way Sony Santa Monica didn't do this on purpose. Next, kind of the idea in God of War Lore of Legends by Rick Barba, there was a part that basically a pack of wolves came up and howled in front of Atreus in kind of like a semicircle and kind of like worshipped him, kind of a thing. And Kratos came running in, and the wolves dispersed, and Kratos asked Atreus if he was okay. But Atreus almost laughed at this, almost like it was funny. So it's kind of like that would never happen. They would never hurt me. It kind of like they were like my protectors or something like that. So that's why I thought Atreus was Fenrir. Obviously, this isn't the case. And I kind of eaten my own words on this one.
What happened to your beard, bro?
Yeah, I had to get a actual professional job and pay my bills. And one of the rules is you have to be either clean shaven or you have to have a full beard. I'm old enough where I'm supposed to be able to grow a beard, but that still doesn't work. It doesn't grow in here, and like cuts off right here, doesn't grow much here. I can grow a wicked neck beard. That ain't gonna happen anytime soon. I do miss my beard though.
When, according to you, the first fight with Thor will begin? In just starting or sometime after?
I'm kind of thinking the first fight with Thor won't take too long in the main story. The main story, like I said, I think was like, what was it, like 20 or 40 hours or something like that. I don't know. I suspect it will be happening in the first few hours, in my opinion. Either that, about maybe halfway through, somewhere in there, maybe the first fight, because I think there's going to be multiple fights with Thor, him being one of the main antagonists of the God of War series in the Norse realm. I think it's going to expand a lot of the game, kind of like with Baldur, because it was a big hype moment when Baldur showed up, and I think the same thing will happen with Thor. So yeah, I'm thinking a few hours in, or maybe like halfway in, somewhere around there. I know that doesn't really answer your question all that well, but it's the best I got.
Atreus, finally get some bitches, let's go!
I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
Did you see the cover of the Ragnarok art book? Shit looks insane, lol.
Actually, I haven't even checked it out yet. I'm kind of leaving it for when God of War Ragnarok comes out, so I can check out a lot of stuff at once and just, I guess, really get my hype on it. I don't know how else to explain it. Just haven't checked it out yet, but I will.
I'm well aware this video a month old, so you likely won't see this comment, but one question is, what is the place in Helheim that Mimir tells Kratos never to go? This is the place where Kratos sees Zeus. I wonder if we will eventually gain access to that party of Helheim.
So I'm not exactly sure what this part of Helheim really entails or what it's called or anything like that. Well, at least not off the top of my head. I probably have to do some digging to see if there's actually a name for it. But I think for sure we will go explore that part of Helheim. I think this is kind of where Hel maybe keep her throne, or maybe some type of monstrous creatures are going on. Maybe even Nidhogg, who gnaws at the roots of the world tree, could be living down in that region of Helheim as well, including millions of other creatures that might show up. So, I think for sure we will be going to that part of Helheim in God of War Ragnarok.
I knew that I've heard Stig Moosman before. He directed Jedi Fallen Order. No wonder it's such a great game. Also, very good video. Left a like, smiley face.
Yes, Stig Moosman is one amazing director. He is the one that directed God of War 3, as well as Jedi Fallen Order, which both of those games I've absolutely loved. And they're completely amazing. Jedi Fallen Order, I was really taken aback by. I wasn't expecting that good of a game. Really wasn't, to be completely honest. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan ever. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. But that game is very, very fun. And I haven't completed it quite yet. I'm getting around to it. But everything that I've played and gone back to and traversed and just played around with and just fights and everything is just so good. Everything is so good about that game, and God of War 3 as well. So yeah, Stig, you're the man, dude. And thank you for the like, by the way.
Hey, I think I asked you this before, but what app do you use to edit videos?
Cooking with Kratos, what's up, dude? Been around the channel once again a long time. I use DaVinci Resolve by Blackmagic Studios. I used to use Adobe Premiere because pretty much everyone was using Premiere at the time, so I thought it was kind of like an industry standard, if you will. But after looking around a while and finding that I could get exactly what I was getting in Adobe Premiere in DaVinci Resolve, I completely switched to DaVinci Resolve at that moment. One, it does pretty much everything Adobe Premiere does as well. For what I use for videoing software, I really don't need a ton of bells and whistles. I use DaVinci Resolve because one, it's reliable, always works, and secondly, it is free. So, I use DaVinci Resolve. Love it. Go get it.
You should do a Let's Play of the Quarry.
Yeah, I'm totally down to do a Quarry Let's Play. The Quarry has been made by Supermassive Games. I am a big Supermassive Games fan. Ever since I played their big hit Until Dawn back in 2015, released with Sony. Ever since then, they got me hooked. I've got pretty much every single game they've come out with, especially from the Dark Pictures Anthology series, all the way up from Man of Medan. I do not have the Quarry quite yet. Still trying to get through House of Ashes at the moment. I just haven't had a ton of time to play. I'm perfectly down with the Quarry. What do you guys think? You want to see some gameplay of the Quarry? Tell me in the comments down below.
What's up, Shayne? Love the video, but I got a crazy theory about Atreus. Remember the mural about Ymir, and it shows Odin stabbing him on his horse Sleipnir with his spear? Do you know that the horse isn't actually named Sleipnir in the game? On the mural, it translates to Simir, which is a different horse in Norse myth, which means Atreus never birthed Sleipnir. I think Atreus will be able to transform into Sleipnir.
Hey Jordan, thanks for writing in. Yeah, I actually did not know that. I honestly didn't. This would make complete sense though, especially since Atreus is a child at the moment, and all of this stuff seems to be happening in the past, so Sony Santa Monica could have also made Sleipnir just not Loki's son, which would have worked just as well. But this also does open that door where Atreus can transform into a horse, maybe get around a little bit better, maybe more a little Assassin's Creed style. But this would be kind of weird because Kratos would be riding Atreus, and for me that's just odd. Yeah, but it would still be a really cool ability. Alright everybody, that's going to be the end of this show for today. Thank you so much for all your comments. You want to show up on these types of videos in the future, leave a comment down below. Either leave a theory, leave a comment on what you noticed about the game. Just tell me what's going on. I love hearing from you guys, and thanks for everything that you've done for me. Absolutely, every comment, every like, every share. It seems like so little, but it does go a long way, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a great day.